Screen for mental health concerns such as anxiety, depression, or domestic violence as well.
During these, you can talk about planning for pregnancy. What are those conversations like?
Yep. A well-woman exam is a wonderful time to talk about whether or not you're wanting to become pregnant or if you're trying to prevent becoming pregnant. We generally go over, routine things like starting to take a prenatal vitamin, if you want to have any genetic testing done, any vaccines or anything else that needs to be up to date before a woman wants to try to conceive.
Well, mental health is so important, and it's really getting a spotlight lately, it feels like. This is a part of some of what you do in these visits.
Oh, yes, definitely. When women come in, they usually are screened on like a paper form. It's screened first for any depression or anxiety. The nurses actually will ask about it as well. And then with the well woman exam, I generally ask if they have any concerns or go over any history of mental health concerns that they have and can address those as well.
Well, Dr. Steins, thanks so much for joining us and telling us about well woman visits.
Yes, thank you so much.
I spend with purpose because I bank with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. With my Liberty Plus checking account, I can earn extra cash just for spending on everyday things, like groceries, online or in-store purchases, and lunch. At Liberty First, anyone can join, so start earning money to spend on the things you love. Start banking with purpose. Start banking with Liberty First Credit Union.
Did you know that Teammates Mentoring is the largest school-based mentoring program in the nation? But we still need your help. Over 500 students are waiting for a mentor like you. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them to reach their full potential. So what are you waiting for? Head over to teammates.org today to learn more about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The yellow jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people. Now we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back. Sure.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes. We have wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting. From agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses to concrete contracting. The AGI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Dylan Bryce, Scott Pullman, or Brandon Ruge. Call 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us at X at NCN Sports.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
You're proud of the community you live in. Taking care of the people in it isn't a job, it's an honor. At John Henry's, we take pride in being relied upon by the great people of Lincoln and the surrounding areas. A hard day's work means a happy customer, and making happy customers has been our goal all along. A team of expert plumbers, drain specialists, and HVAC professionals, dedicated to finding solutions for our customers. Because for us, a successful day ends with a handshake and a smile. John Henry's, our family serving yours.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
NCN Sports is brought to you by RMV Construction in Kearney, excellence in every detail, and by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
My name is Dan Pupp, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. To me, a community bank cares about the customers in a different way than a larger bank would. Any solution we come up with is tailored to the individual, to what their needs are, and we've got a lot of flexibility because of that community bank structure that we have. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
NCN Sports is brought to you by See the Trainer. Don't just see anyone, see the trainer with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte. And by Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk. Living better.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
Pre-game show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCode.com. NCN Sports is presented by Teammates. Join the team. Be a mentor. Go to teammates.org today. Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. And by Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith.
Well, it has turned into a beautiful evening in Norfolk, Nebraska. An 86-degree night, and the temperatures will continue to drop as we're ready for the second battle today between the Norfolk Panthers and the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. Thanks for joining us today on News Channel Nebraska. As you just saw on the graphic, for the first time this season, we officially know a result from two teams. Southwest was able to take the win over Norfolk in the first game of the doubleheader, a 9-0 victory in a game that went 5 innings and then was wrapped up after that. As we take a look at our school spotlight, there's a look for the Silverhawks there in the capital city of Lincoln, Nebraska. 1,500 students in the school. They are an NSAA District 1 and a part of the Heartland Athletic Conference. These two teams played in the HAC Championship a year ago. Let's take a look at the Norfolk Panthers and see there's the co-op with the schools in town, 1,208. They're in enrollment with the Panthers in the Heartland Athletic Conference as well. They are in NSAA District 3. And our school spotlight today is all thanks in part to our friends at Medica. Well, thanks for joining us here today, Caitlin Devin and Lou Siefker on News Channel Nebraska. We're getting ready for the second battle here today. Let's talk a little bit about that first game and what we saw from the Silverhawks, Lou. We'll mention Mitch Onutka mentioned after the first game he was happy with how the defense played. A couple of the infielders used to playing outfield, but they had to step up. They had to make some adjustments and ended up playing tremendously on the interior side of the ball field.
It's just kind of funny that, obviously coaches see their team, practice and everything. If you just come out here and watch the game, you would not know that.
No. And the other thing he mentioned was, we hit well to start, but it's not about how you started, it's about how you finish. We didn't hit very well toward the end of the game.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's kind of human nature when you have a big lead to go away from what got you there. And I think Southwest was a little bit quicker with the trigger and was not quite as patient at the plate. And they ended up kind of going quiet there at the end of the ballgame.
Well, Taylor Siefken had a great game in that first one, scored twice, reached all 3 times, home run, a double, and a walk. Pitch is high. It is Taya Frederick once again who stays in the circle. A 3-0 count towards Siefken. Frederick did a pretty nice job to end the scoring thread for Lincoln Southwest in that first matchup. This one misses the zone. A 4-pitch walk to start the second game of the doubleheader.
Well, shades a little bit there early in the game with Norfolk in that first game. Had a little bit of control problems, and certainly Southwest took advantage of that.
Here's Morgan Gable. She scored twice in that last game, 2 singles. Runner going, the ball just barely gets away. Scooped back up into the glove of Allen, but not able to make that tag.
Siefkin has been so productive against the stolen base already in scoring position.
A leadoff player like Siefkin is, you had the home run in the double last game and you reached on a walk, and then now you have a walk and a stolen base. You're making a huge impact early on in the game. You cannot ask for anything more from your leadoff player if you are Mitch Anutka.
You want your leadoff player to be productive, get on base, make things happen, and she's done exactly that.
Here's Frederick, the pitch. This fouled off toward the fence. Frederick really pitching well toward Morgan Gable right now. She's down 0-2, and our first inning today is thanks to Yankton Medical Clinic. Norfolk, they're building a legacy one patient at a time, one generation at a time. From family practice to expert specialists, they're here for you today and every day in the first ball of the AB. Talking to Coach Watson of the Panthers, her first ever game as a head coach. She mentioned that we're going to find a way to attack a little bit differently here today as Siefkin takes third on a pass ball.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the message, I think, if you're Norfolk, is a little bit of experimentation, I think, with players and stuff and what you want to do, but to continue just to try to be aggressive and make things happen. Don't necessarily worry about the outcome.
Nice play by Allen. Up with it, throws over to first and not in time. Base hit for Morgan Gable on a good at-bat, and it's a scores a run. Taylor Siefkin comes home, and the Silverhawks take that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, pretty good play over there by the shortstop of Norfolk, Allen. Not able quite to get to her feet and make that throw over to first in time, but made that play very close. That's a difficult play. That's the kind of effort you want to see, especially out of one of your team leaders.
Friendly Troutman running for Lincoln Southwest. Brentley Norlinger. She's one of the junior leaders for the Silverhawk team. She scored twice, walked twice, did not reach base with a hit. She pops one toward right center field here, and that drops in the gap. Her first hit of the season. That sends Troutman over to third, and runners are on the corners with none down in the top of the first inning.
Base hit now. She's continuing to go after the ball gets away.
Yeah, she just kept rolling.
So Norlinger is at second with Gable at third and nobody out. So, boy, I think you got to believe Coach Anutka. We talked about, you didn't like the way you hit the ball at the end of the game. They're picking back up where they started the first game, moving runners around.
He's showing a lot of aggression on the base paths. This line right toward the gap, and that will score two. Drilled by McCarty. She stays at first, but both runs come in as Troutman and Norlinger make their way home. Lincoln gets nothing.
Well, that's production there. McCarty with a solid shot through the middle of the infield. You mentioned it, Kayla, the Southwest team. You see they're being more aggressive on the base pads here in the second game than they were in the first. And Norfolk, boy, you just blink against the Southwest team, and you're not only behind, you're behind by a few runs. So a good timeout here, I think, by Norfolk again, much like the first game. Get your pitcher settled down, get your whole team settled down.
Not to say that Lincoln Southwest was conservative by any means in that first game, but they're just way more aggressive already in this second matchup than they were in the first.
Well, I think that's something that's going to come into play later in the year, too. When you play other teams of your ilk at Lincoln Southwest, one of the top teams in the state, sometimes things like base running become a big factor, and how well you run the bases, how aggressive you are. and how you make things happen. And I think that's something Coach Anutka's talking about here, probably between games, is that we're going to be more aggressive on the base paths and put more pressure on Norfolk.
And we will get a Norfolk pitching change. We'll tell you about her coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you've got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
So Carly Brandt is the pitcher that will replace Taya Frederick. Frederick pitched 14 times in the first inning and had 3 runs allowed. She pitched a lot in that first game, but already gets pulled here for the senior Brandt. Norfolk just trying some things out, getting some new pitchers out there. 3-0 lead for Lincoln Southwest after a 2 RBI shot from Macy McCarty in between right center. One count high for Jacera Wilson, who didn't have the best outing last time out, but looking to improve on that here.
I'm sure Wilson sees everybody else batting that well. You're itching to get back to the plate. You want to be be able to brag and practice yourself.
This popped up, called off, and catch is made by Bryn Peterson for the first out of the game. So for Carly Brandt, she was second on the team in pitching appearances a season ago. In 19 spots, Brandt went 6-4, had an ERA of 4.81. And so good option here for Norfolk. You could say that she's the best pitcher returning from last season's squad.
The big thing with Brandt, I think, is that won 6 games. So you've been there, you've been victorious.
Mm-hmm.
I think that brings some confidence, irregardless of who you're playing.
Ashley Yett homered her last time out. She doesn't get much on that one, and the catch is made at third by Easton Schroeder. So 2 quick outs as Carly Brandt comes in. That's how you like to be efficient for the Panther D.
Yeah, it's a good job so far by Brandt. A couple pop-outs, too.
And Peyton Yoder returns to the plate. She had a nice game last time, too. 2 away in the top of the first. First pitch strike. Brandt doing nice work so far.
Brandt playing fireman here in the first inning, putting out the fire.
Fouled off toward the trees, and 2 strikes on Yoder. Senior Carly Brandt. Heck of a job coming in quickly. Can she finish off this inning and shut the door on the Silverhawks? That pitch gets away, runner goes. Here's the throw from Nor, right on the money, and the out. The freshman guns down McCarty at first and ends the inning. 3-0 Lincoln Southwest with the lead, but how about this throw from Liberty Nor? Put it and ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the first, 3-0 Silverhawks.
Did you know that Teammates Mentoring is the largest school-based mentoring program in the nation? But we still need your help. Over 500 students are waiting for a mentor like you. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them to reach their full potential. So what are you waiting for? Head over to teammates.org today to learn more about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Well, back here in Norfolk at the first game of the year didn't go well for Norfolk, and right now they're behind. But you gotta love the play there by the freshman Liberty Nor. That pitch was low. It basically rolled to her, so that makes it tough. That's why it looked like the runner there got a good jump. But Liberty Nor went down and picked that up and made a perfect throw there to second. That was just a great play. Again, we were talking about Liberty Nor in that first game, just a freshman, and looks like a freshman physically, smaller in frame and stuff, but doesn't play like a freshman. That was a big play to get that out and get out of that inning. Now Norfolk, maybe that will bring the Panthers some momentum here in the bottom of the first to get back in this game.
Yeah, there's another look at it. First-year head coach Sidney Watson said Liberty Nor was a freshman that really stood out to her throughout the offseason. Said that she had to get the start at catcher, and if Liberty Nor continues to improve on her already impressive skills, she will be a star player for years to come for the Panthers.
Yeah, you see why she's playing. That was a difficult play that she made look easy.
In the circle for the Silverhawks, Bryn Pribnow gets the start. A young player for this Silverhawk team, someone that Anutka says is excited to get in there, see some action. She's got some speed when she throws. Pribnow did not throw last season on varsity, so these are her first varsity attempts in the circle, and she's up 1-2 on Jenna Allen, swinging at the high heat and her first strikeout.
Yeah, first batter in a varsity setting, she throws a strikeout. Good pitch there, kind of a rising fastball, and Allen went after it. You see that a lot when you've got two strikes and you're ahead in the count. Is you'll throw pitches like that. You'll throw those rising fastballs that are tough for batters to lay off of. So big strikeout there for
Bryn Pribnow, just a sophomore, pitcher utility for the Silverhawks. And one of the things as well with this Silverhawk team, we talked about the injury that they had to Hadley Madsen. They also had an injury with Reagan Brandt, who will not be playing so far. She's a pitcher that was incredible last season.
Yeah, I think they're expecting her back at some point this season, not starting the season. But yeah, it's tough when you lose quality players that they're not available.
Zerbe pops this one up to second, and the catch is made for the quick out. Taylor Siefkin, and there's two away. Yeah, when you've got a young pitching crew, and then you have someone like Reagan Brandt, who was really good last year, had an ERA under 2, you're excited to get her back from injury, and you're not quite sure what you have. You know you have Maisie McCarty, but who else do you have? And right now, Bryn Pribnow, hey, says you got me too.
Well, that's what a lot of these programs, like Lincoln Southwest, it's just who's up next, right? I mean, they don't have to go searching for good players. They're already on the roster, and they cut their teeth there playing JV ball. Or like Pribnow, looking like here, at least in the first inning, that she's ready for varsity ball.
Came away with a strikeout on Jenna Allen in her first varsity attempt, as this is hit toward Norlinger. She scoops it up, easy throw, and the run over to Ashley Yet at first, and that ends the Norfolk Panther threat. As we head to the top of the second, 3-0, Lincoln Southwest leading Norfolk. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
More than 80 communities across the state count on Nebraska Public Power District to power their every day. And like a dependable neighbor, we work tirelessly to make our communities a better place to live. From preparing them for economic growth, to partnering in local events, to educating tomorrow's workforce, we are charged with creating community connections that are just as trusted and reliable as the electricity we provide. NPPD, powering our state, empowering our communities.
I spend with purpose because I bank with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. With my Liberty Plus checking account, I can earn extra cash just for spending on everyday things, like groceries, online or in-store purchases, and lunch. At Liberty First, anyone can join, so start earning money to spend on the things you love. Start banking with purpose. Start banking with Liberty First Credit Union.
Well, Carly Brandt came up and in relief of Taya Frederick threw 7 pitches to pick up 3 outs and end the Silverhawk threat, but they did score 3 in that first inning. They bring the bats back up. Here's Peyton Yoder, who was down in the count 1-2. She flies out to second base here.
You notice that Brandt is getting Southwest to pop up. They're getting underneath those pitches. And that's a very impressive job by Brandt, considering how Southwest started this game. She's really slowed the pace for the Silverhawks down tremendously.
A nice catch by Kenzie Zerby. 1 away. Leighton Murphy, and then Macy Coatman will be the 8-9 hitters for Lincoln Southwest. And this team coached by Mitch Onutka, his 4th season. This is the first time he's seen a senior class all the way through from freshman to senior year as the head coach. He's been coaching for a while, though, as an assistant. He tag teamed with Mark Watt, one of the greats in softball coaching history here in the state of Nebraska. The late Mark Watt, who retired in 2021, passed away just last year. But he was the head coach for Lincoln Southwest for 20 seasons, 7 titles, or 4 titles and 7 championship appearances.
Yeah, that's a name synonymous with success in softball here in the state of Nebraska.
That rising ball does not hit the zone. Onutka, though, in 4 years, 91-31. Last year's team was just shy of earning a bid to the championship.
Now, like I said, last year's team, a lot of years could have won a state championship, but did lose to Millard North and a great Gretna team.
Oh, just off of the glove of Kenzie Zerby, and it is a Leighton Murphy reaches on an E4. Zerby did everything right. She saw it, got up there to make the play.
And it got a little off balance there and could not bring that ball in. Again, we always, it's something we always talk about, like a basketball and stuff early in the season. Those plays will come later in the year.
Low pitch, runner goes, Nor again! Liberty Nor gets her second player, stealing the freshman right on the money again.
Man, oh man. That's like, gosh, I mean, as a Cardinal fan, I'm thinking Yadier Molina, right? Back there throwing down all those base runners.
Cuts down Leighton Murphy. Macy Coatman, the 9-hitter. And a 1-0 count for her.
I'm going to say the scouting report's going to be don't try to run on Liberty Nor. It's gunning down base runners all over the place today.
You wonder if Silverhawks will be maybe a little less aggressive or at least find those better jumps. And that was another low ball in the dirt. Nor picked it up quick, jumped up and made that throw to Jenna Allen.
Well, and that's the impressive part about her being a freshman is a lot of times younger players are going to panic a little bit when it's not a good pitch and maybe make a lousy throw, maybe throw it into center field. Both those throws have been on the money.
3-1 to Coatman. So how about the first game? Liberty Nor has 2 players caught stealing. Fouled off toward the fence. A full count for Macy Coatman.
Well, the bottom half of this order for Southwest doesn't have the power the top half does, but they were productive in that first game. And that's what you want. You want the lower half to be productive. Make the plays like the sacrifice flies we saw out of the bottom of the order in that first game.
Hit well towards center field. Back and making the play for the Panthers is Bryn Sterud. Ends the inning. And a scoreless inning for the Panther defense. They go 1-2-3. And we head to the bottom of the second inning. 3-0 Lincoln Southwest with the lead over Norfolk. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
At Faith Regional Health Services, we know that welcoming a baby is one of life's most meaningful moments. Our supportive, experienced team delivers more than babies. We deliver safe practices, education, and customized birth plans. Whether it's your first child or your fourth, you deserve expert care in a private space that feels calm, warm, and prepared. Faith Regional Health Services, expert hands for your exceptional beginning.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us at X at NCN Sports.
Kennedy Novacek, Liberty Nor, and Bryn Peterson are your players that are coming up to bat for the Panthers. Good start from the sophomore in the circle, Bryn Pribnow, through 10 pitches in that first inning. I'm looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, she was impressive there, that first inning, her first varsity inning for Lincoln Southwest. You know, I've noticed one thing. It just doesn't feel quite as humid tonight. It feels, you know, a little bit like there's a hint of fall. We're in the shade, which helps. Just a hint, not a whole lot. But the last few weeks, it's been like fall in the Amazon rain basin, right? I mean, it's been.
It almost felt weird saying that it was fall in Nebraska, or saying it was summer in Nebraska, because today it does feel like fall. Earlier today, though, was pretty hot.
Yeah.
Saw some cross-country runners that were making their runs throughout Tahazuka Park before this matchup started. But if you look dead center field, the flag, straight still. No movement at all, no wind, and that's exactly how you like it on a day like today.
It's been that way for both games, and like we talked about earlier, it's usually blowing one direction or another rather vigorously, but not tonight.
Novacek down 0-2. That's high for the first ball of the AB. Novacek in the first game of this doubleheader went 0-2. The Panther bats didn't see a lot of appearances, and a swing and a miss, a strikeout. It's the second K for Bryn Pribnow today.
She just threw that one by Novacek. Novacek was not able to catch up with that one. We talked about Pribnow having a little bit of speed, a little bit of heat on those pitches. That one was definitely a fastball that Novacek could not catch up with.
So here's Liberty Nor. She had the only hit from the Panthers last game. She's also thrown out 2 runners on the base paths behind home plate today, too. A good start for the freshman in her first doubleheader.
Yeah, she's been very impressive so far. Nobody's been able to hit for Norfolk, at least base hits, only one base hit in that first ball game.
We've seen lots of contact from the Panthers, but not much that's made it past the defenders. A 3-0 count toward Liberty Nor, and a quick conversation here between Gable and Pribnow.
Yeah, I think Gable and Pribnow not quite on the same page. I think that's the conversation is between pitcher and catcher, is make sure that that they're on the same page. They know what pitch is coming.
Let's get a shot of that flag in center field. Talked about the day that we've seen today. No wind. Look at that. It's perfectly still.
Which is rare in these parts.
It is. Ooh, right at the knees, a strike toward Liberty Nor.
As I mentioned, I like to ride my bike out here on the Cowboy Trail, and it just seems like every time I ride, the wind is just howling.
Reiser fouled off, and now Nor has a full count. So Pribnow's done a nice job getting back-to-back strikes.
One thing to consider now is where the sun is at. Might affect, especially out in left field. Left fielder be staring into the sun. And here we
Nor drills this one toward left center field.
Wow.
And Norfolk on the board with a dinger from the freshman.
Well, Liberty Nor, I think you've passed the audition. First run of the night for Norfolk. Liberty Nor takes one out of here. Well, there's maybe a jolt that the Panthers need to be competitive in this ballgame.
Solo shot by the freshman Liberty Nor. Home run allowed by Bryn Pribnow, the sophomore. First run that she's allowed as a pitcher. Still playing very well today, but Nor just had a great jump on that ball and it hammered it toward left center field.
Yeah, got all of that one, no doubt about it.
Bryn Peterson in the batter's box, swing and a miss, one away, and it's 3-1. Panthers with their first run of the season after being shut out last game 9-0. Finally get a run back here.
You know, one thing with a pitcher like Pribnow who throws hard, it's difficult to catch up to those sometimes, but if you can time them out and get solid contact, you can send them a long way. You just saw what Nor did a moment ago.
That's low. Put a lot of speed. Pribnow coming with fastball, fastball, fastball. And she's trying to make a statement and sit down Bryn Peterson after allowing the home run. Fouled off toward the light pole. Second inning today is thanks to RMV Construction in Kearney, building trust, quality, and communities across central Nebraska and beyond with a strikeout. Pribnow picks up her third K of the day and sits down Bryn Peterson. RMV Construction, excellence in every detail. Just like the excellent pitching so far from Pribnow, albeit the one home run she allowed. Still playing very well in her first varsity start.
You credit a young player there, too. We talk about Nor being a young player. Pribnow only a sophomore. You know, give up a home run like that and then come back and get a strikeout. That shows some good maturity.
Hit well and a good throw.
Oh.
No, the throw gets away from first. Good scoop made, but the throw gets away from Ashley Yett. Taylor Siefkin.
Yep.
Probably the first mistake she's really made all day.
Yeah, she hurried that throw. He had plenty of time to get that out, and she rushed the throw and threw it wide for the error.
So Easton Schroeder on board first. It's a hard hit ball. Siefkin got down in time. Not able to make that throw. So here's the designated player. It is Bailey Kassmeyer. Seeing her first minutes of the season. Kassmeyer is senior. Swing and a miss.
And sometimes, when you face a pitcher like Pribnow, you like to have an at-bat, to try to gauge that speed and adjust to it. We'll see if Norfolk has more success later in the game.
Two-one count. Schroeder at first, high heat, swing and a miss. Bryn Sterud is the 9-hitter for the Panthers if she has the opportunity to get up here. That misses the zone. Full count for Bailey Kastmeyer. Chance to extend the inning or shut it down for Pribnow. Strike three called. Found the corner of the plate and a backwards K for strikeout number 4. Bryn Pribnow, the sophomore, is dealing. Caught that outside corner, but the Panthers do get a run. A solo shot by Liberty Knorr makes it 3-1 as we head to the top of the third. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
When you have the inventory people want and a team that understands what you need, there's one place to go. Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill. Name brand ATVs, side-by-sides, and high-performance machines built for work, made for play. And the service doesn't stop at the sale. Big Red Motorsports delivers, literally. Free delivery with your purchase. It's all here in O'Neill. Big Red Motorsports.
It's not every day that you get to build a legacy, grow your operation, see the future in acres. So when you have the opportunity to purchase a piece of farm ground, we are here to help you grow. Madison County Bank's first loan over 130 years ago was for the purchase of farm ground, and we continue to provide Northeast Nebraska with competitive ag real estate financing. We're ready to help build your farming legacy. Let's get started today.
Back in the third inning, Taylor Siefkin drills one through short and reaches on a single. Had that error defensively, but forgot about it in the batter's box.
Yeah.
She walked her last time up, and now she's on again with a single. She's got 3 hits through 2 games today.
Yeah, a home run and a double in the first game to go with a walk. And now a couple of singles in this ball game, so 4 for 4 at the plate between these 2 games.
And if you count the walks, she's 6 for 6, has not missed an on-base performance. Yep. And I'll tell you what, Lou, I've always wondered that with baseball and softball. Why don't you count walks toward, your 3 for 3, 4 for 4 performance? You still reach base.
Well, it goes on for on-base percentage, though.
Right, but it makes, if you go, the throw from Knorr nearly there again, just dropped out of the glove of Jenna Allen. I guess my argument, though, is if you go 1 for 1 with a hit, right, and then you get walked 3 times, you went 1 for 1.
You went 1 for 1, yeah.
Instead of 4 for 4.
But your on-base percentage is 1,000%.
I don't care about that. I want to care about what it looks like on the stat sheet. 4 for 4. Runner on second for Lincoln Southwest. That pitch finds the zone.
Well, Southwest taking a chance against the gunslinger back there, Liberty Knorr. But they get the stolen base that time.
It's Siefkin's second stolen base today.
What has Taylor Siefkin not done today?
She hasn't
made an out.
This drilled right up the gap. Siefkin rounding third. Gable with another RBI as Taylor Siefkin comes home for yet another run.
Yeah, Gable, the catcher, with the single and another RBI. That's 2 RBIs in this ball game. The top of this lineup, boy, for Southwest has been unbelievable.
Brenly Norlinger returns to the batter's box. And a 4-1 lead for Lincoln Southwest. They extend it by yet another run. Panthers just got one back. Silverhawks creep back out ahead again.
Now, Siefken not only 4 for 4 with the walks, but also scored 4 runs. So
She's had a tremendous outing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you what she hasn't done yet. She hasn't been interviewed by you as our player of the game, but that could be coming.
That usually spurs players on. You know, that's kind of a dream come true for most people. Actually, sometimes players
they try everything they can to avoid speaking to Lou Siefker. 2-0 count. Brenly Norlinger against Carly Brandt. That finds the zone toward the knees. Strike back to first.
A good snap throw by Nor.
There's ball 3. Runner just jogs over to second. I think she thought it was a walk.
Yeah, and it goes as a
scoreboard was incorrect.
It goes as a uncontested steal, then, right? Or catcher's indifference, or how is that scored?
Well, I believe it was a stolen base. Nor had the opportunity to snap throw, but nobody was there. Catch drops. It is fair.
Yep.
So the score runs from Gable. If that catch was made, she would have had to run all the way back to second, but she trusted it and scores. And now an injured player for Norfolk. We might have had a Panther collision. Someone is down. So we will take a moment. We'll come back here in just a little bit, give you an update right here on News Channel Nebraska.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere planter from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Plan for success with the industry's latest technology. Upgrade to an ExactEmerge high-speed planter to cover more acres, increasing flexibility and productivity. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location to order your new John Deere planter and experience the Landmark difference.
NCN Sports is brought to you by RMV Construction in Kearney. Excellence in every detail. And by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your Speedy Mart or Good To Go convenience stores today.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame, and advanced trailering tech. It's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
So in an effort to make an incredible play, Kenzie Zerby ran back toward right field to make an effort at this ball. Here's another look.
I think just might have knocked the wind out of her.
Yeah, ran hard into the ground. Great effort. Nearly made the catch. And we were talking about this as they were checking on her. If Zerby makes that catch, they most likely double up Gable. Gable was down the third base line before the catch was even made.
Yeah. That's being aggressive, and I guess feeling like that ball's going to drop. That's dangerous because if it gets caught, you're likely going to get doubled off.
Either way, it works out for Southwest, and Zerby is okay, so that's good. Brenly Norlinger is on second.
It was a steal that was uncontested.
Maisie McCarty fouls off.
Which was going back to the Gable there. The Southwest doing so much damage here at the top of that order.
Hit towards Zerby, makes the play, throws over to first in time for the first out of the top of the third. Brings up Jacera Wilson, still looking to get on base for the first time today. Through 2 games now. Norlinger on third. Pitch a bit high. Ball 1. Southwest scored 3 in the first. And now 2 in this inning. Wilson gets a piece of it. Listen to this, Lou. If Norlinger scores, you'll have the 3 lead. They would have scored 4 times between 2 games today. And we're still going. If Norlinger comes across, because Siefkin and Gable have done it already 4 times. Swing and a miss from Wilson. 1-2.
And they've got a great chance here to score her with only 1 out, and she's parked at third base.
5-1 is the Southwest lead. Swing and a miss. A call that actually a foul tip caught by Nor, and there's 2 away.
Wilson, a very good center fielder and a good hitter who struggled in this game. These 2 games, I should say. That's a big out by Brandt. Now, with 2 outs again, you got to put the ball in play. You got to get a hit to score that run, most likely from third.
Finds the inside corner for strike 1, and unfortunately for Wilson, yes, she struck out 3 times today. Carly Brandt trying to keep Norlinger at third, going against Ashley Yett. Misses the zone. 1-1. Yett has scored twice today. Homered in the first inning of the first game today. Also had a single in the third, and today, her last opportunity, she flew out to Schroeder at third. That's low, ball 2.
Yett's her position there at the plate is well behind the plate, way back in the batter's box.
Really far back.
Yeah.
Fouled off. Look at the divot inside. Yeah. We haven't seen a lefty today. I think everybody's been a righty. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a crater there. I mean, that's why she's so far back.
Just doesn't want to be running out of a hole. Hits this one between second and third, or rather short and third. And Yett comes up with another single and another RBI, scoring Brynlee Norlinger. And now the top 3 for Lincoln Southwest, Siefkin, Gable, and Norlinger. Between 2 games today, they've all scored 4 times each.
That is insane. And that was not a hard hit ball. We talk about hard hit balls getting hit to people. That was just one that found a hole in the infield.
That was perfect. And Allen picks this one up, throws it over to Kenzie Zerby, and ends the inning. But Lincoln Southwest tacks on 3 more runs thanks to the first, second, and third hitters, Siefkin, Gable, and Norlinger, and the RBI from Ashley Yett. Lincoln Southwest leads it 6-1 as we move to the bottom of the third on News Channel Nebraska.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
Pribnow with 4 strikeouts today for the sophomore in her first varsity appearance. Bryn Pribnow has been very, very good in the circle. Did allow that 1 home run to Liberty Nor her last time up. But she is throwing heat.
Yeah. That is tough to catch up with. And there's that's my lawyer, I think.
Pooch trying to stay out of the heat here today. It's your lawyer?
Well, I can't afford much, but
I'll tell you what, that lawyer would win the hearts of everybody
that's
in
a
the courtroom.
Cutest lawyer I've ever seen.
Yeah, you're still guilty, though.
Well, that goes without argument, I guess.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, Norfolk Panthers did break a run across the scoreboard for the first time today after getting shut out 9-0 a little bit earlier in that first game of the doubleheader. Now trailing 6-1. What kind of fight does this Panther team have against arguably one of the top 2 teams in the state?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's all you can do is battle. You're playing a great team.
First pitch in the dirt toward Bryn Starud. Looked like she was going to show bunt. Pulls back. 3rd inning brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Still no wind today. Starud watches this one go by for ball 2.
There's just enough of a breeze, and again, we're in the shade, but it feels very, very comfortable. I mean, compared to what it's been, it's a darn nice evening.
Swing and a miss, trying to catch up to that speed from Pribnow.
Yeah, that's tough.
7-mile-per-hour wind. That is nothing around here.
Yeah.
2-1 bunt, and it comes back in fair play.
Oh.
That thing hit foul, was rolling, and it lands right in between the line for a bunt single.
Yeah, and then a wild throw over there to first. It was backed up well by Southwest.
Otherwise, Strud would be standing on second.
Yep. But you'll take that. You'll take a hit any way you can get it. And that time, I thought that was going to go foul and stay foul, but somehow it found its way back into the field of play.
So a 9-hitter aboard for Norfolk brings up Jenna Allen. She's 0 for 3 in her appearances today.
Yeah, that bunt was right down that line.
Perfect.
Coach Nutka here talking with his team. I think not sure what that would be about. I mean, it was, you give up a bunt single, you live with it. It's just a good play by Starud. But Pribnow, outside of that home run, has been pretty dominant in this ballgame.
It's a pretty big coaching staff for Lincoln Southwest. And the thing you notice is it's a lot of men, because a lot of these men played fastball throughout their time, which is something that I did not know was really as big as it is, or at least as it used to be in the state of Nebraska.
Fast pitch, I grew up at in Lincoln, Nebraska, in the Havelock area watching fast pitch teams play.
Fouled off back from Allen. Yeah, Mitch Onutka, he's from Lincoln originally. He went to Pius and played basketball at Nebraska Wesleyan, but played fast pitch softball for over 40 years. And I mean, he was chatting before the matchup, said how impressive it was back in the day. They would play on the national level, play a lot of teams from around here. They'd play teams in Norfolk or Clarkson, Howells.
Well, that league I used to go watch in Lincoln, man, they had some bruisers, guys that could hit that ball a mile, and guys that threw hard as well.
I think it's really interesting, too, because I think a lot of the softball coaches you see nowadays grew up playing baseball, and they just maybe tweak a couple things here and there. But no, most of the assistants on Onutka's staff played fast-pitch softball. And Mitch even told us that they use a lot of what they learned from playing fast pitch into how they coach these girls today.
Yeah, I'm sure that experience, I'm sure, serves them well in the managerial roles, the coaching roles for these young ladies.
So Starud moves to second as Allen grounds out to first. A put out by Ashley Yett. Brings up Kenzie Zerby. Drills this one toward Norlinger, makes the tag, and throws to first for the double play. Unassisted double play by Brenly Norlinger at short to end the inning.
Great play.
Take another look. Norlinger.
Heady play there to get the tag and presence of mind to turn and throw. That's the defensive play of the night.
Incredible job by Brenly Norlinger, your team leader. And a 6-1 lead for Lincoln Southwest. They bring up the bats as we move to the top of the fourth on NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by See the Trainer. Don't just see anyone, see the trainer with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte. And by Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk. Living better.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Top of the fourth inning, a 6-1 Lincoln Southwest lead after an incredible double play, unassisted by Brenly Norlinger at short. Tags the runner Zerby, throws over to first, or tags the runner Starud, and then throws out Zerby at first. For the Silverhawks, brings up Leighton Murphy, Macy Coatman, and Taylor Siefkin, 8-9-1.
That's the other thing. We talk about the bats and how good, especially this top of the order, has been for Southwest. But if you're thinking about making a run, at state or in postseason, you got to play good defense. Norlinger showed that at least her position is well covered there at shortstop with a great double play. Again, the defensive play of the night for the Silverhawks.
And pitch outside for ball 3. Got a camera got knocked over. Ooh, drilled that game changer camera on the back. Hopefully that's okay. Kind of saw that fall off the ledge. 4-pitch walk. And it sends Leighton Murphy to first. One more thing about that unassisted double play by Norlinger. When she scooped it up, she had the ball in her hand, put it back in her glove to make the tag, had to take it back out and throw to first.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because after this bunt laid down, throw over to first to move the runner over to second. Nice bunt by Coatman to sacrifice herself and move over Murphy into scoring position. But the reason I say that is because you can be so locked in and not knowing where the ball's at. Is it in my glove? Is it in my hand? There was a time when I was playing Pee Wee baseball that I thought I tagged someone, but I had the ball in my right hand, and I tagged them with my glove. So, of course, the out doesn't count.
Of course, you were 21 at the time.
No, I was
okay.
probably 10. I'm not going to say I've made that play as a 21-year-old. This hit just off the glove of Brandt, and no throw. It's an infield single. And the stellar day for Taylor Siefkin continues.
Can't get Taylor Siefkin out. It's just impossible. 5 for 5 and 2 walks in the ball game. Wow. And the 2 ball games, I should say. And now it's stolen base.
She's got 3 of them today.
Well,
all in this game.
She has not been on base tonight and not scored.
That's incredible. Morgan Gable, 1 away, 1-0 count. Gable, what a catch by Carly Brandt.
Nice.
Right back at her in the circle. Incredible reflexes.
Yeah, you better have reflexes playing that pitcher's spot. And Brandt did an awesome job there. Get that glove up very quickly. Watch out, right back at you. Brandt snags it for the out. And that's something rare there is that Gable gets out. She's another one, much like Siefken, who's been on just about every time.
Norlinger returns to the plate. She's 2 for 2 today, a single, a double. Had an RBI, scored 2 runs. She scored 4 times today. Murphy at third, Siefken at second. A pitch just misses the zone, 2-0. Carly Brandt's done a pretty good job today.
Yeah, I think she's done a great job. Came in kind of a difficult circumstances and got really put out the fire there in that first inning.
They had to come in with 3 runs already scored. So she's allowed 3. But those first 3 runs all came in the first inning, where she came in and shut it down. Runners on second and third. A 2-1 count with 2 away at the top of the 4th. Norlinger, the big opportunity to bust it open even more. Just misses the zone. Norlinger's got a really nice eye.
Yep. Another thing there with Nora at the catcher spot that you don't see a lot of young players able to do, trying to frame that pitch. Did a nice job there. Didn't quite sell the home base umpire, though.
And just like the big leaguers, trying to frame it, but can't do it there. And Norlinger walks for the 3rd time today. Bases are loaded for Macy McCarty. She singled and had 2 RBIs in the first, and then had a ground out to second her last time up. That's a nice pitch, finds the zone, strike 1.
Boy, a chance here for Southwest to, with 2 outs, maybe to take total control of this game.
Fouled off into the trees. Oh, and it hit the production truck. It's coming out of your paycheck, Lou.
Well, I think it's going to cost more than 36 cents. That's all I'm saying.
Big chance for Carly Brandt to get out of the inning with the bases juiced.
That's a big moment in this game. 6-1. It's still doable for Norfolk to come back, but give up a big hit here. That changes things.
McCarty swings at the high heat, and this just leaves the field of play. So McCarty stays alive. Murphy on third, Siefken on second, Norlinger at first. And the first ball of the AB. Pitch. Popped up left field. Under it, and the catch is made. Brooklyn Brands ends the inning. And Carly Brandt gets out of it. Had bases loaded, but no one comes across in the 4th. As we head to the bottom of the inning, 6-1, Lincoln Southwest still holds on to that 5-run lead. You're watching NCN.
I spend with purpose because I bank with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. With my Liberty Plus checking account, I can earn extra cash just for spending on everyday things, like groceries, online or in-store purchases, and lunch. At Liberty First, anyone can join, so start earning money to spend on the things you love. Start banking with purpose. Start banking with Liberty First Credit Union.
Did you know that Teammates Mentoring is the largest school-based mentoring program in the nation? But we still need your help. Over 500 students are waiting for a mentor like you. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them to reach their full potential. So what are you waiting for? Head over to teammates.org today to learn more about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
Bottom of the fourth inning, a 6-1 Lincoln Southwest lead. We'll see if the Panther Bats can find a couple more runs and try to make a rally. Still plenty of opportunities in this matchup so far. Obviously, you need to watch out for the run rule if Southwest Bats pick up again, but they've been kind of on and off today.
Yeah, and that was a big out that Brant got because going to give up a base hit there, you're going to give up at least a couple of runs with 2 outs. And although you're still down 5 runs, 6-1 feels, somewhat doable, even though you haven't scored a lot of runs. But, well, you fall down 8-1 to Lincoln Southwest, and you kind of feel like it's over at that point. So big out that Norfolk got. And now can you find ways to score runs? Pribnow, outside of giving up a home run, has been lights out.
Brands, Novacek, and Knorr 4, 5, and 6 for the Panthers' first pitch strike. First-year head coach Sydney Watson played for Norfolk. Her junior and senior year, she was under Derek Siegschlag, who took this program to the state tournament 3 times in his career, in 21, 23, and 24. And, of course, Norfolk looking to build on that. Hard hit ball just under the glove at third base. Couldn't quite scoop it up. Peyton Yoder watches it go under.
That's a good start. Brands gets the hit. Can Norfolk rally here? Get that leadoff batter on, and it improves your chances.
You marking that a hit?
I'd say so, yeah.
Hard hit ball. Would have been a tough play at third anyway. Kennedy Novacek hits this one and caught by Norlinger. Snap back to first, gets away, and now Brands will move over to second on an error throw. So got the F6. But then Brands moves over to second on an E6.
Yeah, that's becomes a sacrifice of sorts. Certainly an error, not a sacrifice. But you become it's the same result. You move the runner over. It was Southwest's error though that allows the runner at second. Now you got
that drops, and it will be a base hit. Brands goes back to third and is there. Yoder kind of got stepped on because Brands was trying to put her foot on the bag and put it on the leg of Yoder.
I think that's the third hit of the game for Norfolk?
It is, and
2 of them from
actually the 4th hit of the game.
4th hit, okay. But 2 from Liberty North.
Yep, 2 for Liberty North. There you go. She's had a really nice day today.
Home run and a single.
And I had a single in the last game, too.
Player to watch, no doubt about it, for the Norfolk Panthers.
Yeah, just a freshman. Playing very well. Pribnow will stay out there. Taking a look at the schedule for the Panthers. They'll go to Grand Island next. And then they will go to Lincoln for matchups with Lincoln Northeast. And then Lincoln Southeast. And then they'll play Lincoln Southwest again before going back on the road to Elkhorn South, Lincoln North Star, and Fremont.
It's tough when you're Norfolk and you open up against a team like Lincoln Southwest, but it's also good experience.
Great bunt by Peterson. Throw over to first is there, but a run does score. Panthers able to tack one on. Makes it 6-2 in the bottom of the fourth. Sacrifice bunt by Peterson. Scores a run.
Yeah, great job by Peterson. Laying down that bunt, get the sacrifice, and score that run. 6-2. We talked about it just a moment ago. Norfolk did not give up the big hit there with 2 outs with the bases loaded, and now they score a run. So you're trying to get back in this game.
2 away with Easton Schroeder at the plate. Liberty Nor at second. One. Lincoln Southwest has now defeated Norfolk 9 straight times. Last Panther win came on August 18th of 2022. Fourth inning today is thanks to John Henry's. Our family serving yours at John Henry's. That's low. 3-1. Bailey Kassemeyer on deck for the Panthers. Liberty Nor standing on second. Easton Schroeder with an opportunity here. 3-1.
You want Schroeder here to be selective with the 3-1 count. If it's a fastball down the middle, you're taking it. But something on the corners, you might let go.
And she does take it. Hits it over to second. Throw over to first in time for the out to retire this side. Good play made by Taylor Siefkin. Throw over to Ashley Yet, but Norfolk does get another run off of the sacrifice bunt by Bryn Peterson. Brings home Brooklyn Brands, and it's 6-2. So we move to the top of the fifth inning. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame, and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Taking a look at some of the Panther players getting warmed up to get ready for the top of the fifth inning. Norfolk doing a much better time keeping Lincoln Southwest off the scoreboard and tacking on a few runs themselves after the 9-0 loss in the first game of this doubleheader. They've really fought back to score a couple runs and keep the Silverhawks at bay to this point.
Yeah, again, you go back to that the last inning when Lincoln Southwest had the bases loaded. Norfolk got out of that inning without giving up more runs, and now they score one. They're in this game, but you've got to continue. Brant's done a really good job in relief here, but you've got to continue to try to put zeros up there, give yourself a chance. Southwest has really controlled Norfolk's batters most of this night.
Senior Jacera Wilson, an incredible outfielder today, has struggled in the box and pops out to Bryn Peterson to get the first out for the Silverhawks. Just had a tough day at the plate.
Yeah, it's been a little rough for Wilson. I'm sure better days are ahead for her as far as what your production at the plate.
That's a high riser. Ashley Yett struck out. Actually, Ashley Yett reached on a single her last time up, had an RBI as well. Run brought in Norlinger. It's this one. Will it stay in fair territory? No. Leaves the field of play. Fan nearly got both hands on that.
I tell you what, Kalen, that hole there on that side for the right-handed batters is like lose about 5 inches when you step in there. I mean, that has gotten deep.
That's a big divot now. Almost a crater.
It's going to make it more difficult to get quality at bats.
Yet fouls this one off. She's down 1-2. Top of the 5th inning from Tahazuka Park in Norfolk, Nebraska on a beautiful summer evening.
Extremely comfortable tonight.
You wouldn't change this for the world. Perfect day to come to the ballpark.
Absolutely. That's probably why they brought my lawyer out here.
We're talking about the dog for those who
yeah, if you just
might
tuned in,
not know what we're talking about.
What the heck he's talking about? Your lawyer. My lawyer's a four-legged creature, so.
2-2 count. Popped up.
Popped him up.
Could be a play over at short, and Jenna Allen makes the catch. 2 away in the top of the 5th.
Well, I tell you what, the way Brandt has stepped in here for this team, that she's the senior, she's got experience, but she has really done a great job after, as you mentioned, coming in. It was already 3-0 in the first inning. You take that first inning out of the equation since Brandt's been in there, it's 3-2 Lincoln Southwest. So she's pitched well enough for her team to stay in this game.
Mm-hmm. Had a really nice performance so far today. We talked about her being one of those leaders from last year, probably the best pitcher from last season that returned into this year. 6-4 record in 19 appearances and an ERA of just over 4. Two away. First pitch is a heater that misses the zone. This is Peyton Yoder. Rather, it is a pinch hitter. Sawyer Brugman hitting for Peyton Yoder. Two-0 count toward Brugman, the junior. Nice riser, comes back to find the zone, 2-1. Lincoln Southwest won a championship back in 2021. It was the perfect way as this ball is ripped toward dead center. Bye-bye! Home run for the pinch hitter, Sawyer Brugman.
Wow.
It's a solo shot, but adds to the lead nonetheless for the Silverhawks. It's 7-2.
Sawyer Brugman comes off the bench. Watch this one. See you later. Wow. That's a great job coming off the bench and parking one. Extends that lead now to 7-2 for Lincoln Southwest.
That's a way to get some more playing time this season.
Yeah.
As a pinch hitter, you come in and send a shockwave toward your team to add on another run. It feels like in this game it's been one of those situations where Norfolk scores a run, Lincoln Southwest comes back and takes it.
It's been a while since we've seen a home run from Lincoln Southwest. Brugman decided it was time to, have some highlights here for News Channel Nebraska.
Leighton Murphy sees that first pitch a little low. But that last Lincoln Southwest championship team in 2021, it was the perfect exit for Mark Watt out of his 20-year career. A 40-6 record, beating Lincoln East 16-7, And this catch is made in center field to end the inning. Good play made by Starud. So Lincoln Southwest just gets one back with 2 outs. It is a solo shot from Sawyer Brugman. 7-2 is the score as we head to the bottom of the 5th. A chance for the Panther Bats to try to fight back in this battle against a tough Silverhawk squad. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
And we will see a new pitcher for Lincoln Southwest. The day by Bryn Pribnow is done, and she's done a heck of a job to put her team in position to win this game with a 7-2 lead in the bottom of the 5th inning at Tahazuka Park in Norfolk, Nebraska. Kinley Wubbles takes the circle.
Now, Pribnow had a nice ball game, quality start for Lincoln Southwest. Now Wubbles comes in, and that's kind of the hallmark again of these teams like Lincoln Southwest that have so much success is they usually have so much depth. They've got a lot of players that can play, and sometimes good players are coming off the bench.
And this is yet another player, Wubbles, who is a sophomore and did not see any time as the varsity pitcher a year ago. So this is her first time in the circle for the Silverhawks in a varsity uniform. She'll see Bailey Kastmeyer, Bryn Starud, and Jenna Allen at the least. Fouled off. 1-1. Way out in front of the breaking ball. Kastmeyer down 1-2.
Yeah, obviously looking for the fastball on that one. And got fooled. That happens sometimes.
Wubbles with the pitch fouled off by Starud.
By the way, Kayla, I parked your car closer to the field. I didn't want you to have to walk so far. So that softball, that breaking glass we just heard might have been yours.
I was like, where are you going with this? You don't even have my keys.
Not that you know of.
Breaking ball misses. It's 2-2. Yeah, where are my keys, by the way?
Where's your wallet? That's the question.
Cannot trust with Lou, the quick-fingered Siefker, next to me. 7-2 lead. Kastmeyer digs in, strikes out with a foul tip, and that's the first K for Kinley Wubbles. Kinley Wubbles, who comes in just like Bryn Pribnow did in her first batter that she faced in the varsity uniform, comes up with the strikeout.
Yeah, and McCarty in the first game had a strikeout in the first inning. It wasn't the first batter, but everybody for Lincoln Southwest that comes out there knows how to pitch.
Swing and a miss, Bryn Starud. She had a bunt single her last time up. Fouls this one off toward the mat near us. Down 0-2. Panthers trying to battle back. They've trailed from the jump in both games today. 4-0 in the first inning in game one, and 3-0 in this game.
Oh, that was close. Almost had a play on that one, Kalen.
Foul ball came high this side and hit the top of the fence. I thought we might have had a chance to make a play. Couldn't quite do it. The pitch. Really well hit ball. Starud, deep center, but caught.
Wow.
The excellent coverage in center field by Jacero Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson, excellent center fielder, has made plays today with her glove. And that's unfortunate that for Norfolk with Starud, that one traveled, but just not quite far enough. Then the deepest part of the park out there in dead center.
Yeah, look what she does. She sticks her hand out, watches for the fence, and then turns her head to keep her eye back on the ball to make the catch. 2 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brings up the top of the order for Jenna Allen once again. Line drive right back toward Webbles to end the inning. Heck of a catch. We're seeing some great reaction time from the pitchers today. 7-2, Lincoln Southwest with the lead. And how about the snag from number 6, Kinley Webbles?
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Sixth inning here in Norfolk, brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones at Sartor Heyman here on the top of the 6th. A 7-2 lead for Lincoln Southwest. They are dazzling on both sides of the ball today. Inside the batter's box and in the field, they've done a great job. They had the 9-0 win to start the doubleheader, currently lead by 5 in Game 2.
Yeah, they have been... as you mentioned, they've been good defensively. They've hit the ball well, especially the top of that order, which is coming up here shortly.
There's a strike.
This is Brenly Troutman at the plate now.
Troutman coming in for Macy Coatman. Good first pitch by Carly Brandt. Running hit toward second, and the catch is made by Zerby. 1 away.
That was interesting there. Took a couple of steps forward before making contact with the ball.
And some players just have that kind of style, which is really interesting. It's that running style if you're in that position. You see it a lot more in softball than you would in baseball. Brings up Taylor Siefkin.
Gee, I wonder if she'll get on.
She has every time today.
She didn't score last time. She was stranded at, I believe it was at second base, but got on again.
And she will get on again. Just touches off the glove in left field by Brands. Tough play to make, but it goes as an E7 off the glove of Brands. And Siefkin's on again.
Well, didn't get the hit, but got on via error. She's been on base every single time, whether through a base hit, a walk, or now an error. Taylor Siefken has been the epitome of efficiency tonight for Lincoln Southwest.
She's seen the ball really well today. That is about as well as you could ask. One away. The top of the 6th inning, Southwest leads it 7-2 with Morgan Gable. She's had another fantastic outing that we would keep mentioning at the top 3. And Siefken, Gable, and Norlinger have been just dominating the batter's box today. Low for ball 2.
Yeah, you really like the way the top of this order has batted. I mean, everybody's done a pretty good job, but the top of this order has been absolutely dominant.
Fouled off by Gable. Lincoln Southwest historically has made it to the state tournament for 11 straight years dating back to 2013. Titles in 08, 09, 18, and 21. And they were a semifinal away from getting back to the title last year. Here's a nice catch in center field to retire Morgan Gable. Keeps Siefken at second. But nice ground covered by Bryn Starud.
2 outs in the inning. Siefken at second base, though. Southwest still has a chance to add to their lead.
Norlinger pokes it through the hole. Here comes Siefken. She'll score once again after the RBI by Brenly Norlinger.
Now Norlinger gets the base hit. She of the great defensive play earlier with a double play. And Siefken, talk about a line. 5 hits tonight, 2 walks, 1 home run, 5 runs scored. What has she not done?
Talked about the few times that she saw appearances a year ago. And she is taking every opportunity today. She might not see a lot of RBIs being the leadoff hitter, but she will score a lot.
Yeah.
And she scored 3 times today. She scored twice in the last game, for a total of 5. Here's a nice hit ball. Just gets past Starud, drops right in front. Norlinger's got to go home, and she will make it. Another high hit off of Maisie McCarty. That brings in another RBI.
Yeah, McCarty with 3 RBIs in this ball game. And again, I don't know how many times I've said it tonight, but the top of this order, McCarty with 3 RBIs in this game. I think we're going to have a new pitcher come in.
Looks like we will. 9-2 is the lead for Lincoln Southwest. 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. We'll take a timeout and come on back with our new pitcher for the Panthers coming up on News Channel Nebraska.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back. Sure.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes, the wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
Senior Bella Hupke comes to the circle for the Panthers in relief of Carly Brandt, who has pitched a really good game today. Her day will come to an end, and Hupke will come in for relief, trying to end this inning and pick up 1 more out.
I like the way Brandt stepped in there and battled. I thought she did a great job. Might have been getting a little fatigued there, so they're bringing in Hupke out here to in relief. But I think there's a lot to build on there with the way Grant stepped in there and battled and kept this game close for quite a while.
Jacero Wilson comes back to the batter's box. First pitch by Hupke is a ball. Her first opportunity this season. Pitch just misses inside, 2-0. We keep talking about it, but it is a perfect summer night. Yep. It looks almost like a painting. The lack of wind as Wilson hits it over to third. Throw to first is a laser in time. Good play by Schroeder, and it ends the inning. 9-2, Lincoln Southwest with the lead. As we move to the bottom of the second, Silverhawks able to tack on two more that inning and increase the lead to 7. Panther Bats coming up next on NCN.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting. From agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses to concrete contracting. The AGI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Dylan Price, Scott Pullman, or Brandon Ruki. Call 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us at X at NCN Sports.
Beautiful shot of the diamond today at Tahazuka Park in Norfolk, Nebraska. Thanks for joining us. Kaylin Devin and Lou Siefker here with you today. Kinley Wubbles comes back out in the circle for the Silverhawks, and it is a gorgeous evening. We keep on mentioning it like something you'd see in a painting.
You know, the other thing I've noticed is, aside from early on in the game being visited by a few bees, it really haven't had much bug activities. The mosquitoes have kind of left us alone.
And there were a couple flies that were kind of hanging around here, but I saw that you put on your deodorant, so they went away.
Maybe it was your lack of deodorant that allowed them to show up in the first place.
No, your lack of. That was what I was. All right. We're getting ready for the bottom of the 6th inning in Norfolk. For the bats for the Panthers, Kenzie Zerby. It's 2-3-4. Zerby, Brands, and Novacek. Still some life in this Panther team, but they'll have to score in the next 2 innings to keep it alive. Fouled off. Kinley Wubbles, the sophomore. Had a nice inning her last time out. Did not allow a run.
I think if you're Coach Watson, you've got some things to build on. Certainly a work in progress are the Norfolk Panthers.
There's a ball outside as our post-game show is coming up next. Well, after this one comes to an end, it's all thanks to Custom Sports. So make sure you go check out Custom Sports today. 2-1 count. I love the way that the Panthers get to start off the season against a powerhouse like Lincoln Southwest, because in a situation like this, you're fighting hard. You're playing a tough team. But at the same time, if you lose both of these games, you can say, hey, this was a great experience for us. Let's come back stronger next time. Let's pile on a couple of wins.
Yep.
And a 5-pitch walk. Kenzie Zerby reaches.
Again, I think for what Coach Watson's looking for is what sort of fight do you have here? And down 7 runs, that's a big mountain to climb against Lincoln Southwest, but you want to play well and play hard down the stretch, and you have something to talk about at practice. What did you do well? You can talk about what you didn't do well, but one thing you'd like to say that you did well was fight to the end.
Brands fouls it off toward the net. I think that's what the identity for this Panther team could be if Sydney Watson wants it to be. How can we fight this season? Answer back in adversity. Because this is a team, Lincoln Southwest, that is going to contend for a state title. They just are.
Yeah.
And as young as they are, they're still looking like one of the best teams in the state today.
Yeah, they've got a nice team, no question about it. But again, all you have to do is go back to last year with Norfolk. Snap throw fairly close, but she got back. But is the way they played after the doubleheader loss to Lincoln Southwest. They ran off 15 wins in a row. I'm not suggesting this team will do that, but you play a really good team, and I think you learn a lot about yourself. And the big key is to keep your head up and play with confidence next time out.
Brands watches it high at the elbow. They'll call that a strike. 2-2 count. Oh, just pulled it a bit foul.
Yeah.
Really nice look for Brooklyn Brands.
Right over third base there and just curved foul. A pretty good hit down the line there.
She reached on an error her last time up and scored. None down in this inning. Inside. Full count. Kennedy Novacek on deck for the Panthers. Webbles digs and delivers. Hits it toward right center for a single. Brands will go to second. Runner Zerby stops at third. And a heck of a throw on a relay to keep the runners at bay. But Zerby at third, Brands at second, and the Panthers have a little bit of life here in the bottom of the sixth.
Yeah, it's an excellent hit there. Second and third. They're starting to get to wobbles here, are the Norfolk Panthers. This is exactly what we talked about. You can look up the scoreboard and say we're down 7 and not really feel like you're in the game. But Norfolk, they're still battling. 2 runners on in scoring position. That's why you play till the final out, right? You just keep going. You never know what can happen.
Kinley Webbles gets some encouragement from her team. Gets ready to go back into the circle. Rory Verbsky into bat for Kennedy Novacek. Tried to lay down a bunt, gets away. Strike one. Zerby at third, Brands on second. None away in the bottom of the sixth, and a big opportunity. Like you mentioned, Lou, you could look at that 7 spot in between and say we're down by a bunch of runs, or we can just tack on a couple, keep the line moving. Verbsky hits it toward right field. Tough play. Catch is made. Runner tags. Going to the plate and is there. Runner to third is tagged out. The run will score, I believe.
Yep, run will count.
But the runner thrown out at third.
Yeah,
because that's only 2. That's only
right.
2 outs.
Yep, only 2. You're right. I was kind of deep into the thing. That was the end of the inning.
There. Look, the Silverhawks kind of cheered like they thought it was. But 2 outs. You picked up your first on the catch.
Gable at the catcher's spot.
Great job.
Play. Yeah, that's a really smart play to see that runner going from second to third and make a sure throw over there to get that out.
Brands was watching the throw and decided to make the jump and gets thrown out. So Liberty Nor, freshman's had a fantastic start to the season in these last two games. Nor swings on a pitch low. And down 0-2.
Really impressed with Nor's, not just her ability, but her poise as a freshman and the plays that she's made. Obviously, she's played a lot of softball and quality young player.
2 for 2 in this game with a homer in the second and a single in the fourth.
That's one thing with the club programs and stuff, and Norfolk's got a pretty good club program, is get a lot of baseball in the summers and good instruction. So these players at young ages are well developed.
Swing and a miss at some high heat and a good end to the inning for Kinley Wubbles, picking up her second strikeout. Norfolk gets a run back, but still trail 9-3 as we go to the top of the seventh inning. Or will that be the end of the matchup?
Nope. We'll have one more.
We'll have one more. A couple conversations here. Top of the seventh inning. Coming your way. News Channel Nebraska.
You're proud of the community you live in. Taking care of the people in it isn't a job, it's an honor. At John Henry's, we take pride in being relied upon by the great people of Lincoln and the surrounding areas. A hard day's work means a happy customer, and making happy customers has been our goal all along. A team of expert plumbers, drain specialists, and HVAC professionals, dedicated to finding solutions for our customers. Because for us, a successful day ends with a handshake and a smile. John Henry's, our family serving yours.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Top of the seventh inning here in Tahazuka Park as a first pitch from Hupke over to Lincoln Southwest. First out is recorded. Ashley Yent pops up to Zerby. One pitch, one out. Apologies for that last inning. Both players kind of meet together at the foul line. Well, the first game of the doubleheader, didn't think you would have the run rule come into play. It wasn't quite 10 runs, but ended after 5.
Yep. Yeah, the way everybody kind of huddled up, we were going, wait a minute. I was telling you that there's no way. There's only a 6-run game. There's no way.
Not going to end this one quite yet.
Norfolk will have one last at bat. You want to keep this score as close as you can. 6 runs is a lot to make up since you scored 3 the entire night. But again, there's a
ground squirrel behind home plate.
Ground squirrel trying to get on TV.
Come on, buddy. I don't know if we're going to be able to track him out there, but he's there.
Trying to get on TV or trying to get squashed, one of the two.
A ground squirrel that's running behind home plate as Sawyer Brugman hit a home run her last time up as a pinch hitter for Peyton Yoder. 9-3 lead for the Silverhawks. That's in the dirt. And 3-1. One away in the top of the 7th. Pitch from Hupke. Strike 2 and full count. A 9-0 win for Lincoln Southwest in the first game of this series. Drilled up the gap for a single. The good day from Brugman as the pinch hitter continues.
Yeah. 2 for 2, a home run and a single. That was a nice at bat, and I like the stroke there. You don't have to go up there and try to hit the ball out of the ballpark like she did the last time, hit it out, but just make good contact. It wasn't a hard hit ball, but it obviously found the hole there in the infield. You don't always have to hit it super hard to get a hit. You just want to put good contact on it and get it where the defense isn't.
So now for Lincoln Southwest, Veronica Vela comes in as another pinch hitter for the Silverhawk squad. There's a lefty. First lefty of the day, Lou Siefker. Will not have to stand in the divot that has been created over the course of the last 12 innings.
That right side of the plate looks like a moon landing or something.
And she comes in with a single right over the head of Jenna Allen And with one out, Lincoln Southwest threatening with more runners aboard. Here comes Brenly Troutman. And there's a great look from Veronica Vela. Took the first pitch and said, "Yep, that's mine."
Yeah, you see a good one, take it.
Hupke's pitch in there for a strike. Troutman flew out to second, and Kenzie Zerby, another lefty. Troutman hits this one to her feet. DeRoot is back, makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
And, gee, I wonder who's up.
Oh, hey, it's Taylor Siefken. She has reached every time she's been up.
She's got just ridiculous numbers tonight. Might put her on the All-State team just with tonight's performance. She's had 8 at-bats. Once on an error, a couple walks. The rest were base hits, including a home run.
How about an on-base percentage of 1,000?
Yeah.
Man, you really hope that she gets on here just because.
Yeah, well, you don't want to ruin a perfect night. It's almost like a perfect game or something, or with a pitcher. You got a perfect game as a batter.
It's like if a quarterback threw 20 perfect passes, all caught. That happened last season. Detroit Lions, Jared Goff, 18 for 18 against the Seahawks.
Who?
Exactly.
They're going to win it all this year, the Detroit Lions? Is it their year?
Some fans hope so. 1-2 with 2 outs. Taylor Siefken bloops it toward right center, and it's down for another single. Siefken digging for second with a single and an error on the little bump. Makes her way there, and it also brings in another run. Sawyer Brugman comes across for the Silverhawks. And a 9-for-9 day at the plate. 1,000 hitting percentage for Siefken today. On-base percentage.
I've got 6 hits, 5 runs scored. How many RBIs?
That's a good question.
I'll have to go through that. Probably not that many because she's been leading
she has
off,
the one from her home run.
Right.
I don't think she's got I think she's got 2.
Yeah,
I think she has 2 RBIs.
9 for 9 with 6 hits, 2 RBIs.
And this is smoked and caught. Great effort from the right fielder. That was Rory Verbsky who got back there to make the catch and shut down Morgan Gable. So we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's a big hole for the Panthers, but still hope it's there. 10-3. They next on News Channel Nebraska. Bottom of the 7th inning here in Norfolk tonight. The Panthers have an opportunity to rally back, trailing by 7 runs. Hope is still there, but they have 3 outs to do it.
Yeah. I mean, tall task, especially against a great team like Lincoln Southwest, but you play to the final out, as we mentioned earlier, and I think even if you go down, if you're Norfolk, you'd like to see a rally here in this bottom of the 7th inning.
And it will be Kinley Webbles to hopefully end it for Lincoln Southwest. Got a 9-0 win. And they've scored 10 in this game, but Norfolk has broken through, added some runs for the first time this season in 2 games.
Yeah.
Scored 3 runs today.
3 runs today and this season, which is today.
That is true. We'll keep talking about the performance by Taylor Siefkin. 5 for 5 today.
Yep.
Is that what we got?
I think I had 6 for 6 on hits.
Okay. 6 for 6 on hits. Reach base 9 times.
And 9 times reaching. She did reach on an error one time, but it was on a hard hit ball that was. And also 5 runs scored is what I've got.
So the Panthers' last chance comes with Bryn Peterson, Easton Schroeder, and Bailey Kastmeyer. At least that's what it is as of now. We could always see some changes in between. This fouled off. What are your thoughts on the way that Panthers have played in the second game today?
I thought they've showed some fight. You're playing a really good team, but I think we talk about it before. It's Norfolk work in progress, but there's things that you could be positive about.
And 1 away. Peterson flies out to right field. Catch is made by Brentley Troutman.
I think you got a player in Liberty Nor at catcher that's certainly a player to build around. I really like the way Carly Brandt came in and pitched in a difficult situation and kept the game close for quite a while. And you just got to continue to get better. It's difficult when you got a new coach and some new players, and you play a great team. It's tough to have success, but I think the one thing you look for in a team like Norfolk is, what sort of fight are they bringing? I mean, are they, what's their body language? I haven't sensed anything negative. I think they know they're up against a tough team. But if you've got kids that are buying in and are positive, even in tough situations, you're going to have success later on in the year.
And we'll kind of find out that buy-in process to see how it works throughout the season with first-year head coach Sydney Watson. Again, was a top 5 pitcher statistically in Missouri Western history, just graduated in May. And gets her first job in special education here for Norfolk Public Schools and takes over for Derek Siegschlag, someone who coached her in her time at Norfolk.
Oh, nice play.
Excellent play, Norlinger. Back up with it. Not in time. Nearly an all-star level play.
Yeah,
but it is a base hit for Easton Schroeder.
Tell you what, we've talked a lot about the batting and everything. Norlinger's had a fantastic day. Saw that unassisted double play, but that play, even though she didn't get the out, was just about as impressive. I mean, she made that close. Most players aren't going to even be able to get up and or to turn and make a good throw over there. That was a fantastic play.
With a lot of players, that probably gets through.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Bailey, or rather, for Norfolk, it is Bella Hupke. Comes in as the pitcher and designated player. That's high, outside. 2-0. And a quick conversation again between Gable and Webbles. Still not a lot of wind, and finally the sun behind the trees. It is a beautiful summer night to be sitting out on your porch.
Or sitting in a ballpark.
Sitting in a ballpark. We need some ballpark dogs out here.
We do.
And like hot dogs.
Like German Shepherd?
No, the ones that you can consume, preferably in a bun.
I usually... I won't say anything. I don't want to get anybody from PETA after me.
Don't need them back, and I don't know if Norfolk wants to see them back. 3-0 count, and now 3-1 over to Bella Hupke. Apparently the Speedway Classic didn't have buns for their hot dogs.
I'll be darned.
It's told to us by our producer, Connor. I'm not a huge racing guy, so hot dogs should always have a bun, though. I had the baseball game at Bristol Speedway. I mean, I would eat a hot dog anyway.
Yeah.
But preferably have a bun.
I am a big hot dog guy. I do enjoy a good hot dog.
I mean, the amount of hot dogs that are consumed between Memorial Day and Labor Day, I mean, it's astronomical. That number is insanely high. As the pass ball gets away, Panthers take advantage. Hupke moves to second as Schroeder moves to third.
I haven't eaten that many.
Well, not you, but
okay.
The U.S. in general.
I see.
Big hot dog fans. Ketchup, mustard, relish, what do you put on?
I'm a mustard guy. Mustard and onions.
That's it? So you just
and
like having bad breath?
Well, I'm not talking about my halitosis. I'm talking about the hot dog, but not a big ketchup guy or a relish guy.
Wow. Bryn Sterud puts up the hand to take a time.
Ben Sterud says, stop talking about food and watch the game here.
Maybe she says, give me a hot dog. Check swing and did go. Sterud had it level with home plate. That is a strike, 1-1.
A base hit here likely scores a couple of.
That's a huge opportunity for the Panthers. Sterud, the 9-hole hitter. Pitch. And that does find the gap. 1 run scores, and holding up at third is Hupke. So Schroeder comes, and then Sterud takes second.
Well, that's what you want to see out of Norfolk here. Close the game on a positive note. Sterud with a nice base hit. Now that one was a slow roller between, so you couldn't score both runs, but you do get a run in. Coach Anutka
And that will end the day for Kinley Wubbles.
Yeah, Wubbles going to come out.
So who will Onutka bring in? We will tell you in just a moment. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out. 10-4, Lincoln Southwest leads Norfolk on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by RMV Construction in Kearney. Excellence in every detail. And by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
Bottom of the 7th inning and 1 out as Jenna Allen takes the batter's box. Top of the order and a swing and a miss as turns. And Mitch Onutka said, all right, we're bringing in the ace to finish this game. McCarty comes back in, pitched a shutout when she was in game number 1 before she exited. She is who most would consider the Lincoln Southwest ace this season.
They only gave up 1 hit that first ball game, so she's outstanding. And a good move probably here. You just want to get out of here with a win if you're Lincoln Southwest.
Good bat on ball, another base hit. This time it's Jenna Allen for the first time tonight. 1 run comes across, now caught in a pickle. Throw back in, the tag is made for the out. There's 2 away. Caught in a rundown, Starud trying to make her way home, but a beautiful throw from.
Yeah, that was a good throw in, and Starud was kind of hung out there between third and home, trying to be aggressive and getting another run in. Instead, runs into the tag.
So the RBI from Allen does score Kastmeyer. 10-5, but now 2 outs. Kenzie Zerby. Gotta love the fight this game from Norfolk. Zerby hits it up. Excellent play. McCarty throws in time for the out. And the victory for Lincoln South. On, but they come up with a 10-5 victory on the road in 2 games. 9-0 in game 1, 10-5 in game 2. An excellent way to start the year for the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. We'll come back with our top plays and our interviews on News Channel Nebraska. A pair of victories for Lincoln Southwest in our fall splitter.
My name is Dan Pupp, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. To me, a community bank cares about the customers in a different way than a larger bank would. Any solution we come up with is tailored to the individual, to what their needs are, and we've got a lot of flexibility because of that. Community bank structure that we have. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
NCN Sports is brought to you by See the Trainer. Don't just see anyone, see the trainer with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte. And by Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk, living better.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Did you know that Teammates Mentoring is the largest school-based mentoring program in the nation? But we still need your help. Over 500 students are waiting for a mentor like you. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them to reach their full potential. So what are you waiting for? Head over to teammates.org today to learn more about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
More than 80 communities across the state count on Nebraska Public Power District to power their every day. And like a dependable neighbor, we work tirelessly to make our communities a better place to live. From preparing them for economic growth, to partnering in local events, to educating tomorrow's workforce, we are charged with creating community connections that are just as trusted and reliable as the electricity we provide. NPPD, powering our state, empowering our communities.
I spend with purpose because I bank with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. With my Liberty Plus checking account, I can earn extra cash just for spending on everyday things, like groceries, online or in-store purchases, and lunch. At Liberty First, anyone can join, so start earning money to spend on the things you love. Start banking with purpose. Start banking with Liberty First Credit Union.
At Faith Regional Health Service.
Well, folks, I think if you're wondering if the Lincoln Southwest is going to be good again this year, well, after 2 games, I'd say the answer is yes. A 9-0 win in the first game, 10-5 in the second game. Joined now by head coach Mitch Anutka. Coach, a lot of things to be good, to be pleased about. A lot of good that your team showed today. What's your takeaways from this couple of ball games?
Very pleased with the total effort of our team today. We are playing outfielders as infielders right now. We have many first game starters as varsity people today. They all performed. They performed like they've been here. We have excellent reserve and JV coaches that have groomed them for this. This is their dream, and we're hoping that it'll continue.
Well, the top of your order in these 2 games tonight were incredible. They were just on base all the time and scoring a lot of runs. How pleased are you with that first part of that order?
Extremely pleased. Taylor Sifkin is a pretty darn good leadoff hitter, good hitter. We got lots of team speed this year, so we're trying to utilize it. One of the things that we've really emphasized is running the bases and trying to get better. The weather's been to the point where we didn't get to practice a lot of things right now, but we're trying to get ready for the rest of the season.
Well, you mentioned Taylor. Is there a better leadoff person? At least after 2 games, probably not. She was on base. She was at bat 9 times, on base 9 times. That's incredible.
Yeah, we really we knew that she could do this. This is really her first year as a starter, also. She's just an extremely talented player. We've had, she's waited her turn, and now it's her turn, and she performed, and she did her job.
Talk about the defense tonight. I think one player that stood out was Norlinger at short. She had an unassisted double play, which was a great play. Yeah. Also had a really nice play that didn't in and out, but most players don't even keep that in the infield. What do you like about your defense, and how good was Norlinger tonight?
Yeah, we had to move her to shortstop this year because of the injury to Reagan Brandt. And she's just a sensational infielder. UNO commit. She could definitely play. She's an unbelievable second baseman, and she's an unbelievable shortstop, so it's been fun to have her around for 4 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Pitching tonight was really good. McCarty in the first game only gave up 1 hit, yep. And then certainly in the second game, Pribnow and Wobbles in relief. Pretty good. Were you pleased with the pitching?
Yeah, I'm very pleased. Those 3 are all sophomores, okay, and that's pretty awesome. They, like I said, they worked really hard last year. Macy was a really good varsity pitcher last year. Bryn and Kinley, came up this year now, and they've really worked on their game over the off season. Both of them improved their speed, and they're helping us a lot right now.
Only 2 games in, Coach. What would you like to see your team get better at?
Definitely, even though we did hit the ball well, this team can hit the ball better than it did today. I think maybe another thing, too, is just overall confidence in each other and in themselves. They're really good ball players, and they don't need to get down, need to keep playing, play the game, and it's just fun to coach them.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Congratulations on a double-header sweep.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Coach Mitch Anutka. Let's get Taylor in here. Taylor Sifkin. All right. Taylor, I know you said you were a little nervous, so I won't ask you to do anything with the periodic tables or sing any songs like that. We'll just talk about softball. How's that?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Guys.
These crazy Southwest teammates, I tell you.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're psycho.
Taylor, you were incredible tonight. Now, you were up at bat 9 times and on base 9 times. Let's see what else. 6 hits, 5 runs, on base with 2 walks, and then you scored a couple of runs. Other than that, you didn't do much. What was your approach at the plate? How were you able to get on every single time?
Thinking about what my coaches said, just believe in myself and have confidence, and kind of just don't look in the past, just look in the future.
Well, Coach said this is your first year as a starter?
Yes.
So coming in, did you think, are you expecting a big season, or you certainly had a great night tonight?
Yes, I'm expecting a big season. I want to go to college for softball, so it's definitely a big build-up for me and a lot of confidence that I have.
Coach Anutka agreed that the top of that lineup, you included, were really good. How easy is it to bat when you know and people around you are going to get hits too?
Really easy. If I get on base, I know I'm going to get on home because of my teammates who are perfect.
Well, you guys were, a win or 2 away from a state championship a year ago. Do you guys talk about that, wanting to get back to Lincoln?
Yes, that kind of just makes us have more confidence, and I don't know how to explain. It's just it just makes us excited knowing that could be this year.
Absolutely. Now, I asked Coach about this. What do you see as maybe the strength of this team, and what do you see as some things that you guys need to work on before you get to that goal?
Kind of just work hard, have confidence in ourselves, be positive, talk each other up when we're down, everything positive.
Absolutely. Well, I'm Lou Siefker. This is Taylor Sifkin, which is almost spelled the same, so it's almost like we're related.
Twins.
Well, Taylor, congratulations. What a ball game. 9 for 9. Every time you were up, you're on base. Congratulations on being our player of the game and a big doubleheader victory.
Thank you.
All right, that's Taylor Sifkin, our player of the game. Let's go back to you.
Thank you so much, Lou. And Taylor Sifkin getting the crown of gloves tossed on her head after each win. Well, we'll wrap things up with our top plays here today in just a moment. A 10-5 victory for Lincoln Southwest in game number 2. We'll get to our top plays in just a moment on
Services. We know that welcoming a baby is one of life's most meaningful moments. Our supportive, experienced team delivers more than babies. We deliver safe practices, education, and customized birth plans. Whether it's your first child or your fourth, you deserve expert care in a private space that feels calm, warm, and prepared. Faith Regional Health Services. Expert hands for your exceptional beginning.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us at X at NCN Sports.
When you have the inventory people want and a team that understands what you need, there's one place to go. Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill. Name brand ATVs, side-by-sides, and high-performance machines built for work, made for play. And the service doesn't stop at the sale. Big Red Motorsports delivers. Literally. Free delivery with your purchase. It's all here in O'Neill. Big Red Motorsports.
It's not every day.
Wrapping things up with our top plays here today on News Channel Nebraska. Thank you so much for joining us. A 9-0 victory for Lincoln Southwest in Game 1 and a 10-5 victory in Game 2. Top plays brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference. Kalen Debb and Lou Siefker today as we wrap things up. Take a look. Game number 2 in our top plays here today between Lincoln Southwest and Norfolk. Lincoln Southwest won the first game 9-0 as they have that 1-0 record. Norfolk 0-1 after the loss. But we'll see what happens in game number 2. Does Lincoln Southwest start off hot again? Yes, they do. They continue to score run after run. Taylor Siefkin had a great base on ball to start the game and then was brought in with a couple hits. Another one lines up the gap. Another RBI, this time Morgan Gable. Brentley Norlinger also scored in that first inning. We'll see that here in just a moment. 1-0 to score right now. But those runs managed to come across like no other. It's 3-0. And how about the freshman? Look at the shot by Liberty Nor. Takes it left center field yard. And her first varsity start as a freshman gets the home run beyond the fence.
My favorite player, Liberty Nor.
4-1 now is the score for Lincoln Southwest. Here's a nice play that just falls in. Morgan Gable around third and scores for Lincoln Southwest. Taylor Siefkin scored that inning as well. That was an RBI by Brentley Norlinger, and she would come across here after the hit by Ashley Yett to make the lead 6-1 for the Silverhawks. They were scoring pretty much every way they could early on. Now we have the Panthers on the base paths. Look at the unassisted double play by Brentley Norlinger. Incredible to get the tag, throw over to first, and end the inning for the Silverhawks. She is one of the best players defensively in the state.
Yeah, she was fantastic tonight. And if you play good defense, you can win a lot of games.
Bottom of the fourth inning, a bunt laid down, throw over to first is in time, but it does score a run for the Panthers. They were trying to chip away at that lead, and they did. Brooklyn Brands comes across with the Bryn Peterson RBI bunt. And then how about another home run for Lincoln Southwest on the pinch hitter coming in. Sawyer Brugman takes it yard in the top of the fifth inning. Now 7-2, we go to the top of the sixth. This one gets through. Runs continue to score for Lincoln Southwest. They increase that lead 8-2, and then would tack on another one. 8-2. Just drops in front of the center fielder, gets beyond her, and another run coming across. That is, once again, Brentley Norlinger off the bat of Taylor Siefkin, who scored and continued to hit the ball well tonight. Now 9-2, we go to the bottom of the sixth. The Panthers trying to tack on some runs and chip away at that lead. They do with a nice hit there. 9-2, runners are on. Panthers are starting to put a little bit of pressure on. Here's the at-bat from Peyton Yoder, or rather the at-bat from Rory Verbsky, and that scores a run, 9-2. A throw over to third, able to get an out, but 9-3. Panthers able to tack on a run. Things kept going to the top of the 7th for Lincoln Southwest. The score is 9-3. They managed to continue their hot bats and would score one more run. We'll show you that in a moment. Runner on first. First-time pinch hitter Veronica Vela finds the grass and keeps the line moving. Moves Bruggeman over to second. Vela over to first. And now another nice hit that just gets beyond the outfield. A couple miscommunications back there. Picked up by Starud. And 9-3 is the score, but that 10th run came across. Now Norfolk 10-4. A big hit by Jenna Allen. Her first hit of the doubleheader scores a run. And the snapback throw to third got Starud in a rundown and was able to make the tag for the second out. Panthers came down to their last out, not able to get it across, and took that last out to the final score, 10-5. Lincoln Southwest with a 2-0 start to the season. Panthers fall to 0-2. And first-year head coach Sidney Watson had some good things to say, wanted to be aggressive. Mitch Onutka had some good things to say as the winning coach for Lincoln Southwest.
Yeah, Lincoln Southwest is a good team. Obviously, they're one of the elite teams, one of the elite programs in the state of Nebraska. I really like, if you're a Norfolk fan, I like the fight they showed that second game. A bit of a work in progress yet for Norfolk, but again, if you have the right attitude, you have the right effort, good things will come. And I think Norfolk could be a team by the end of the year that will be a very difficult team to beat.
Saw a lot more hits this game. Take a look at those stats. 14 hits for Lincoln Southwest. You had 8 for Norfolk. Much better in the first game for both teams. They were able to find more hits. Lincoln Southwest doubled up. Norfolk more than quadrupled their hits from 1 to 7 or 1 to 8 in game 2. So a lot better from the Panthers there. But thank you so much for joining us tonight from Tahazuka Park. My name is Kalen Devin for Lou Siefker, for Connor, and for Paul in the truck, for all of our camera operators. We're so thankful for everybody here today and for you watching all our fall sports kickoff on News Channel Nebraska. Lincoln Southwest 2-0, 9-0 win, 10-5 win over the Norfolk